Berarti mau anu maca maju
Introduce myself. Dah.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello everyone, we from Group 4 will present a legendary story entitled The Legend of Telaga Warna. Let me introduce myself. My name is Maisa Khairunas.
My name is Erlia Zahra. My name is Putri Maharani.
My name is Siti Aini.
My name is Rika Rizminawati.
Well, the first is read, the next which will be read by Erli.
The Legend of Telaga Warna. Once upon a time, there was a prosperous kingdom called Kuta Tangguhan. Kuta means place, while Tangguhan means well-founded or solid. It was ruled by a wise king named Prabu Suwartalaya and his wife, Queen Purbamana. During his reign, the people of Kuta Tangguhan were thriving and lived peacefully. However, the king and queen didn't feel content. They felt something was missing since they had been married for a long time, but they still didn't have any children. The king and queen never considered adoption. They insisted that their happiness would be complete by having their own child. One day, the king decided to meditate, praying the Almighty to grant him children. Finally, his wish was granted. The queen gave birth to a daughter. They named her Nyi Ageng Gilang Rukmini, aka Princess Ayu Kencana Umi. Her parents were ecstatic. They arranged a huge party to celebrate the birth of the princess. All of the people in the kingdom are invited. They partied 3 days and nights. The princess grew up to be a very beautiful lady. Her parents and all of the kingdom loved her so much. Unfortunately, they showed their love by spoiling her. Anything the princess wanted, she got it. Her favorite pastime was wearing beautiful, priceless jewelry. She was never satisfied with her collection. She kept asking for more. She would get angry and sulking when people didn't do what she asked. So in the end, everybody, especially her parents, always granted her wishes. Years went by until the day the princess reached her 17th birthday. But then she was spoiled rotten. The king arranged another huge party for the whole kingdom to celebrate it. The people decided to collectively set aside many precious stones and metals to create a beautiful necklace for their beautiful princess. At the birthday celebration, people from all over the kingdom gathered in the capital square. The royal family stepped up to the podium in the middle of the square. Then, the representative of the people presented the beautiful necklace as her birthday gift. But when the princess opened the box, everybody was surprised to see how she frowned. As soon as the king asked her to put on the necklace, her face was distorted with rage. In her opinion, it was a tacky necklace, so she threw it in the floor until it was saddened by how her ungrateful daughter treated him out. The queen cried gravely. One by one, people cried too. Suddenly, a spring emerged on the ground. The stream never let up until the kingdom was drowned. Eventually, it became a lake. People called it Telaga Warna, since the color of the lake kept changing. It was said the color change was due to the spark of the shattered necklace at the bottom of the lake.
The next is to retell the story that Fitri will read.
Pada zaman dahulu ada sebuah kerajaan yang makmur bernama Kuta Tangguhan. Kuta artinya tempat, sedangkan Tetenggahan artinya tokoh atau kokoh. Diperintah oleh seorang raja yang bijaksana bernama Prabu Suwartalaya dan artinya Ratu Purbamana. Pada masa pemerintahan, masyarakat Kuta Tangguhan hidup makmur dan damai. Namun, raja dan ratu tidak merasa puas. Mereka merasa ada yang kurang karena sudah lama menikah, namun masih belum juga dikaruniai anak. Raja dan ratu tidak pernah mempertimbangkan adopsi. Mereka bersikeras bahwa kebahagiaan mereka akan lengkap dengan memiliki anak sendiri. Suatu hari, raja memutuskan untuk bermeditasi, berdoa kepada Yang Maha Kuasa agar memberinya anak. Akhirnya keinginannya terkabul. Ratu melahirkan seorang putri. Mereka menamainya Nyi Ajeng Gilang Rukmini, alias Putri Ayu Kencana Ungu. Orang tuanya sangat gembira. Mereka mengadakan pesta besar untuk merayakan kelahiran sang putri. Semua orang di kerajaan diundang. Mereka berpesta 3 hari 3 malam. Sang putri tumbuh menjadi seorang wanita yang sangat cantik. Orang tuanya dan seluruh kerajaan sangat menyayanginya. Sayangnya, mereka menunjukkan cintanya dengan memanjakannya. Apapun yang diinginkan sang putri, dia mendapatkannya. Hiburan favoritnya adalah memakai perhiasan yang indah dan tak ternilai harganya. Dia tidak pernah puas dengan koleksinya. Dia terus meminta lebih banyak. Dia akan marah dan merajuk jika orang tidak menuruti permintaannya. Jadi pada akhirnya semua orang, terutama orang tuanya, selalu mengabulkan keinginannya. Tahun-tahun berlalu hingga sang putri mencapai ulang tahunnya yang ke-17. Saat itu dia sudah sangat manja. Raja mengadakan pesta besar lainnya agar seluruh kerajaan merayakannya. Orang-orang memutuskan untuk secara kolektif menyisihkan banyak batu dan logam berharga untuk membuat kalung indah untuk putri cantik mereka. Pada perayaan ulang tahun tersebut, orang-orang dari seluruh kerajaan berkumpul di alun-alun ibu kota. Keluarga kerajaan naik ke podium di tengah alun-alun, kemudian wakil rakyat menghadiahkan kalung cantik itu sebagai kado ulang tahunnya. Namun ketika sang putri membuka kotak itu, semua orang terkejut melihatnya mengerutkan keningnya. Begitu raja memintanya untuk mengenakan kalung itu, wajahnya berubah menjadi marah. Menurutnya kalung itu norak, maka ia melemparkannya ke lantai hingga hancur. Sedih karena putrinya yang tidak tahu berterima kasih memperlakukan mereka semua. Ratu menangis sedih, satu demi satu orang pun ikut menangis. Tiba-tiba sebuah mata air muncul di tanah. Arusnya tidak pernah berhenti sampai kerajaan itu tenggelam. Akhirnya itu menjadi sebuah danau. Orang menyebutnya Telaga Warna karena warna danaunya terus berubah. Konon perubahan warna tersebut disebabkan oleh percikan pecahan kalung di bagian bawah danau.
Next, the characterization and setting will be read by Titi. Characterization: Prabu Swartalaya had a wise character so that his people lived prosperously. In addition, King Swartalaya had a loving and kind character. Queen Purbamana has a patient and loving character, compassionate. The queen's passion is broken by her attitude when once a child, and her passion is raising her daughter, who was very spoiled and also rude. Gilang Rukmini has a nature that is spoiled, rude, and disobedient to her parents, so that this gives rise to the conflict that occurs in the content of this story. Setting: in the kingdom called Kutatanggahan. Next, the plot and moral value will be read by Rika.
Plot: in a kingdom called Kutatanggahan, ruled by Prabu Swartalaya and Queen Purbamana. The Queen of Purbamana was not pleased with a child so she said, and Prabu Swartalaya meditated to quickly be blessed with a child. After meditating, the Queen of Purbamana was finally blessed with a beautiful child named Gilang Rukmini. But Gilang has a rude, spoiled nature and disobedient to parents. When celebrating his 17th birthday, Prabu Swartalaya gave a necklace to him, but they threw it because he didn't like it. The queen felt sad and cried, so that the queen cried throughout the kingdom. The color of the light is believed to be the color of the necklace that was thrown by Gilang Rukmini. Moral value: we should to appreciate what others give, and we should not refuse just accept them.
That's all from our group. Thanks you for attention. Assalamualaikum
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alhamdulillah.